Have you ever noticed that many relationships do not end because of hatred? They end because of misunderstanding. That may sound surprising. Most people think relationship break because someone cheated, because someone lied, because someone became selfish, because someone changed. And yes, those things happen. But if you believe people long enough, you will discover something deep. Many relationships died long before the breakup. Many friendships die long before people stop talking. Many marriages become empty long before the divorce papers were served. Many family bonds became weak long before anyone noticed. The most expensive mistake people make in relationship is this: they stop trying to understand the other person. And when understanding disappears, everything else slowly begins to disappear too. Think about it. A child comes home from school looking upset. The parents assume the child is being stubborn. The child feels misunderstood. A wife becomes quiet. The husband assumes she is disrespectful. She feels misunderstood. A husband becomes withdrawn. The wife assumes he no longer cares. He feels misunderstood. A friend suddenly stops calling. People assume pride. Meanwhile, that friend might be fighting a battle nobody can see. Why is it that people often judge action but rarely investigate feelings? Why do we assume we know why people do what they do? What if the real reason is not what most people think? Human beings are strange in this way. We see behavior, but behavior is only the surface. Under every behavior is a story. Under every story is an emotion. Under every emotion is a need. And many relationship problems begin when people react to behavior without understanding the need behind it. A young man may become obsessed with money. People call him greedy. But what if he grew up watching his family suffer from poverty? What if he promised himself he would never experience that pain again? The behavior may be money chasing, but the emotion underneath the action may be fear. A woman may consistently seek reassurance. People call her insecure. But what if she spent years being abandoned by people she trusted? The behavior may look annoying, but underneath it may be fear of rejection. Have you ever noticed that two people can look at the same situation and see completely different things? One person sees criticism, another sees concern. One sees disrespect, another sees honesty. One sees rejection, another sees independence. Why? Because people do not react to realities alone. They react to their experiences. The same rain that makes a farmer smile may make a traveler complain. The same events can mean different things to different people. And the truth is important. Many relationship conflicts are not battles between good and bad people. They are battles between different experiences. A son may think his father is too strict. The father may think he is protecting his son. Neither of them sees the world through the other's eye. And because understanding is absent, conflict grows. What does this say about a person when they always assume the worst about others? Think carefully about this. Some people automatically believe others have bad intention. A delayed phone call becomes disrespect. A mistake becomes betrayal. A disagreement becomes hatred. But why? Sometimes it has little to do with the other person. Sometimes it reveals wound carried from the past. People often see today's relationship through yesterday's pain. A person who was betrayed before may struggle to trust. A person who was neglected many times may struggle to feel secure. A person who was mocked may struggle to feel accepted. The danger is that old pain can quietly control new relationship, and many people never realize it. Have you ever noticed how often people want understanding from others while refusing to understand others? Everyone wants to be heard. Everyone wants to be respected. Everyone wants their feelings considered. But not everyone offers the same gift to others. And this creates a hidden problem. Relationships become competition instead of connection. People become busy proving their rights. Nobody becomes interested in understanding each other. And when two people are fighting to be right, both usually lose. Look around family, look around villages, look around workplaces, look around the churches. How many conflicts continue because nobody wants to understand the other side? Sometimes, both people are waiting for the other person to make the first move. Both are hurt. Both feel offended. The both parties also believe they are the victims. And because neither of them reaches out, years pass. Relationships that could have been healed become memories because nobody reached out and nobody wants to understand the other. This is one of the saddest patterns in human life. Pride often costs more than people realize. Many people think pride looks like boasting, but pride often wears different clothes. Sometimes pride looks like silence. Sometimes pride looks like stubbornness. Sometimes pride looks like refusing to apologize. Sometimes pride looks like waiting forever for the other person to come first. Years later, people regret it. Have you ever noticed that people rarely regret showing kindness, but they often regret showing unnecessary pride? The older people become, the more they understand the truth. Relationships are fragile, not because people are weak, but because people are human. Human beings need appreciation. Human beings need respect. We need understanding. Human beings need connection. Take any of this away for too long and the relationship begins to suffer. This brings us to another hidden truth. Many people listen to respond. Few people listen to understand. There is a difference between both. A huge difference. When someone is speaking, many people are already preparing their reply. They are not truly listening. They are waiting for their own turn. And because they are not listening, they miss important things. The fears, the hopes, the pain, the meaning behind the words. Real understanding requires patience. It requires curiosity. It requires humility. It requires humility. It requires asking questions instead of making assumption. What if more people replace assumption with question? What if instead of saying you have changed, you ask what has been happening in your life lately? What if instead of assuming bad intention, you become more curious about the truth? Many conflicts will disappear. Not all, but many. Now consider another pattern that people exhibit. People often fall in love with who someone is, then spend years trying to change them. Why is that so? Why do people admire certain qualities at the beginning and later complain about those same qualities? The confident person becomes stubborn. The careful person becomes slow. The ambitious person becomes unavailable. The independent person becomes distant. Sometimes the quality we love and the qualities that frustrate us. Understanding this creates wisdom and help us see people more realistically. Nobody is perfect. Every strength carries a weakness. Every weakness often hides in strength. Wise people learn to see the whole person, not just the part they like, not just the part they dislike, the whole person. Relationships become healthier when expectations become realistic. Another expensive mistake people make is expecting others to read their mind. People assume their partner should know, their friends should know, their children should know, their parents should know, but people are not mind readers. Unspoken expectation creates silent disappointment, and silent disappointment often becomes hidden resentment. The lesson is just simple. Communication is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of maturity. The strongest relationships are rarely built on perfect people. They are built on honest communication, mutual understanding, patience, forgiveness, and continuous effort, because relationships are not maintained automatically. They are maintained intentionally. What can we learn from all this pattern? Perhaps the greatest lesson is this: people are usually more complicated than they appear. The person who seems rude may be hurting. The person who seems distant may be afraid. The person who seems difficult may be carrying a body nobody cares or nobody sees. This does not mean accepting bad behavior. No. It simply means understanding before judging. Because understanding reveals truths that judgment often misses. And when you learn to understand people, something remarkable happens. You become wiser, you become calmer, you become less controlled by anger, you become less surprised by human behavior. You stop talking before you listen. You stop taking everything personally. You begin to see the hidden forces that shape people's action, and that understanding protects you from many unnecessary disappointments. The most expensive mistake people make in relationship is not merely choosing the wrong people. It is failing to understand people, including themselves. Because when understanding disappears, connection weakens. When connection weakens, truth fades. And when truth fades, relationships suffer. But when understanding grows, patience grows, compassion grows, wisdom grows, and relationship becomes stronger. So the next time someone disappoints you, ask yourself a simple question: do I truly understand what is beneath the surface? Do I truly understand what is happening beyond what I'm seeing? That question alone may save a relationship. And perhaps that is one of the deepest truths about human nature. People do not always need someone to agree with them, but almost everyone longs for someone who understands them. If this resonates with you, please do like, subscribe to this channel, and tell me in the comment section, how do you feel about this?